one of my videos. It's been too long since I did my last one. I think it's almost been a year. Yeah, so season 12 of Go Battle League is here. I think it's been like about 2 months since the 2 weeks, sorry, since the start of it. And we're gonna look at Psychic Cup because it's a very interesting cup. I think it's more balanced than the previous like mono type cups like Fighting Cup. And the team that I was using was Galarian Rapidash, Bronzong, and Shadow Slowbro. And Galarian Rapidash has a great moveset. It just got Fairy Wind from the recent update, and it also has access to Body Slam and Mega Horn, which is very good in a Psychic type meta when you have a Bug type move which does super effective damage. And then we have the logic behind Bronzong and Shadow Slowbro at the back is to handle the potential Victini, and also as a possible check against Charmers that you have, such as Shadow Gardevoir. But then again, Shadow Gardevoir is still quite a problem for this team that you will see later in the video. And yeah, we see here Galarian Rapidash is so spammy, and after throwing I think 2 Body Slams is still able to get to 1 Mega Horn on the Bronzong, and we basically trap their Victini onto our Shadow Slowbro, and their Victini has nowhere to go. They need to V-creates in order to beat us, and they will definitely not be able to beat us with shields up. And here's another Pokemon which I feel that is a bit problematic for this team is Galarian Slowking. It has access to Hex, also a very good move in a Psychic Team Cup. And then it also has Shadow Ball, which of course, as everyone knows, Shadow Ball does extremely well, hits everything like a truck. But here we try to possibly beat them for a second time, but we didn't manage to. They only shielded the first time, but then again here they shielded it, so you're thinking like maybe I should double shield and hopefully I can get to the Mega Horn and maybe win the lead. But you can see here Hex really is pushing it to the limit. Galarian Rapidash is almost dead, and yeah, the Fairy Wind just about did enough damage here, and they have their own Galarian Rapidash. And we're gonna go here for Mega Horn. Mega Horn is, if I'm not mistaken, it's not resisted by Fairy types. I'm sorry, but and then we come here with Bronzong and get the Shadow Gardevoir. It has nowhere to go. Yeah, because early in the reason why I chose Galarian Rapidash in the lead as opposed to Shadow Gardevoir is because I see a lot of Meloma leads, and Meloma leads will usually have things like Bronzong or Victini at the back, and Galarian Rapidash is just one of those mons where you can just stay in for a while, throw a charge move, get a shield, and then you can swap out to Bronzong in this instance, which is our safe swap. But then again, and then later on you can still come in and then build up more energy and spam those Mega Horns. And here we thought that we could maybe flip switch with that Mega Horn, but Bronzong is such a tank in this cup. I think it's the only steel type Pokemon that is available besides Metagross, but then again Metagross is such a spice pick that you more often than not will not see it. And here I'm not sure whether this was the game that we made a mistake. We should have thrown when we had all the energy. Oh yeah, I think this was the one where we messed up a bit. We should have thrown, but we decided to just stay. We should have thrown the second Body Slam. And yeah, think this should have been enough for another Mega Horn, which should kill Bronzong. Yeah, it is enough to kill a Bronzong, and so now we are in a very weird position. And yeah, here I messed up. Should have gone for the Body Slam. The Body Slam would have killed from this range, since the Rapidash would have been very low. And my Rapidash, if I'm mistaken, has very low what is it, attack stat for a hatch Pokemon. So here we lost to the Galarian Rapidash, and then the next game we have a Melomali, just like how we wanted it to be, where we wanted it to be. And then they change it to a Victini, and this is where Shadow Slowbro just goes to town. You have, although you have to expand a shield to shield the second V create or the potential overheat, but then again you can immediately get the shield back from the Mon afterwards, because they do not want to get hit by Ice Beam or Water Pulse from the Slowbro, especially a Shadow one, because they want to preserve it for their backline. And here we see Meloma coming back in, and of course they will shield their Dark type, right? They will shield their Dark type in the Psychic Cup Mon, because it supposedly is a very good Mon for this format. And we're gonna let it go, because knowing that Galarian Rapidash has a very good matchup against them. And here we are gonna elect to just completely farm down, get all the energy in the world, because Galarian Rapidash is so spammy. Even if to get the 3 Body Slams is quite fast. But then again, they have a Galarian Slowking, and we were very late on the switch. They were able to get like, I think, a 2 hex hit start. And yeah, this is basically almost GG here, unless of course we somehow manage to get a shield from them here, which we are able to, which means that we are in the position to throw 2 Body Slams and potentially kill it. And I think this is where the opponent made a mistake. They tried to over farm by a lot, where they should have just thrown, because Hex would have definitely done a lot of damage to Galarian Rapidash. And then here we can go for the Mega Horn and just kill it off, because we do not need this energy for the Meloma, because the Meloma is already quite low from the Fairy Winds before that. And yeah, 3 Fairy Winds was enough, so GG's that opponent. And here we see another Meloma. There are a lot of people who like to lead with Meloma for some reason. I guess it's a good pick, but then again, a lot of people like to, nowadays they like to lead Shadow Gardevoir for some reason, which I feel is okay, but then again, I don't like the Pokemon that just goes for fast move beatdowns, especially in the cup like this. It just feels that you restrict yourself in a way. I mean, if you want to use, then it sort of forces people to bring a dedicated counter for it, like Bronzong or Victini, so that you can resist the charm damage. I like more of a neutral matchup here. At least it has more play. And here again, this Meloma decides to not shield it, and then we get to a second Ice Beam. We will definitely get a shield from them, because they want to keep this alive for our potential backline. But then again, even shields, Galarian Rapidash can easily take that last one for that last Mon. Here we bank the Body Slam because we can keep it for later. And here's how I like to play the Bronzong mirror match. In this case, when you have a even shield scenario, most probably you want to go for a double heavy slam, if I'm mistaken, because then you're able to get the 2, especially when my opponent here has thrown a payback, and a payback requires 1 more fin attack, and we managed to win CMP to get to our heavy slam here, and this will take them out, because it's either they take us out or they will have to expand their last shield, and most probably they will not want to expand their last shield, because then our Galarian Rapidash can come back in and farm and Mega Horn the Meloma, which in this instance we still didn't need the Mega Horn. We can just Fairy Wind it down. And here we have a Bronzong. Bronzong is also a very interesting Pokemon. Interesting matchup for Galarian Rapidash because it resists Body Slam and Fairy Wind, but at the same time it takes neutral for Mega Horn. So we try to go for a straight Mega Horn here. Unfortunately, they shield. There are a lot of people that I met earlier on that do not shield the first move and accidentally threw the Body Slam. So I thought that maybe this time around I would try a different strategy. But this opponent knows better that some people might just throw Mega Horn first and then go for Body Slams later when their health is already quite low. And here we managed to get to a third charge move, hopefully to get their second shield. And we do get the second shield, and we almost managed to farm down the Bronzong but not able to. And Bronzong with energy is also another deadly Pokemon, and here they brought in their Shadow Gardevoir, nowhere to go, and you can easily just throw the Heavy Slam after over farming a lot. Hopefully it's a Galarian Rapidash at the back, and it is a Galarian Slowbro with a Poison Jab. So GG's to the opponent. Galarian Slowbro has nowhere to go with that Poison Jab damage. Even if they managed to get to a Sludge Bomb, I don't think it was enough because it would have been double resisted. And Victini lead, I think, is the most difficult lead to get back from, because you always have to expend shields on your switch into Bronzong, because your Shadow Slowbro is your best counter. And here they were quite late in terms of switching out, and hopefully we are able to get one or maybe both shields from them. And here we got them to shield the first Heavy Slam, and then they threw the Shadow Ball right before we managed to get to the Heavy Slam, and therefore we just shielded up. Here I think I made a mistake. I sort of threw out of alignment, but it didn't matter anyways because I still managed to Finite Tank that down. The internet connection has been really bad for Psychic Cup for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But here we managed to get to a Heavy Slam. Hopefully they do not keep track of the count because I'm one Finite Attack short, but they didn't keep count. So Victini used up this last shield to shield the Heavy Slam, which is supposed to be resisted, and then we can come in here with Shadow Slowbro and just farm them down and eat this V-Create. And whatever is at the back, most probably Galarian Rapidash is able to fight it back. And here we have a Malamar, and Malamar does not like to get hit by a Mega Horn. It's double super effective. And can we get the Mega Horn? Yes, we can. And bye bye Malamar, see you next year. And then we can get to a Body Slam here against the Victini, even though we don't necessarily need to go for a Body Slam because we still have the Shadow Slowbro at the back, can still tank a V-Create. And then here we see another Malamar. A lot of people like Malamar, especially after that event the other day where they can get shiny Malamar. There's a lot of them right now running shiny Malamar. I do have my own Malamar, but then again I have it from, you know, before that, so it won't win CMP ties most probably. But hey, they got a shiny, I got a shiny. It's just that they haven't built a Malamar before then. I did, so I didn't want to waste the Stardust, so I just kept the shiny at the back. Maybe I'll build one when we get to Ultra League. It seems very decent, but we'll just wait and see. And here they elected to not shield the Galarian Rapidash for some reason, which is fine with us because now we are able to get to a payback and still get the shield from them. They were being greedy, but it does make sense for them to try to farm us down, but quick attack still does not do much against the Bronzong. And yeah, now is game over for them. Even shields. Rapidash with a massive energy advantage can just take them out with a Mega Horn here. They even got 2 Psycho cards from us due to lag. You just love to see the lag, right? I mean, your win con sometimes changes to a lose con just because of that. And here we throw a Body Slam just to soften it up so that we can guarantee ourselves the win, because we never know, right? Somehow they might just have 100 energy and then can get to 3 moves for some reason. And yeah, we just let the first one go, because if they throw Overheat first, that means that their attack will be supremely debuffed. But if they throw a V-Create first, and yeah, so it doesn't matter. You can just shield the second one. It's always a safer bet, especially if you are resisting the charge move. And then there we had the Gardevoir in the lead. The main problem, I feel, even more of a bigger problem than Victini. But their mistake was swapping out to their Victini, so they switch lock to our Slowbro here. Slowbro will be able to farm him down and get to the Ice Beam and get shield advantage, and then we can realign our Pokemon against them. We can realign our Bronzong to their Gardevoir, but even though it's resisted, you can see here it will get hit very hard by the charm. This is resisted and it's doing the same amount of damage as a neutral Feint attack. That is crazy. And here they brought in their Melamar and we're still not there yet. Unfortunately, we have to shield this in order to preserve Bronzong's health, because we know Bronzong is able to win against the Gardevoir in the end game. And we just throw this payback so that we can get their shield out of the way as well. And then here we can come back in right before they get to a foul play to kill us, and then we kill them with a Mega Horn, and hopefully we can get to a Body Slam here, and we just about not able to get it. But Shadow Gardevoir just expanded the shield, expanded the energy before this, and we can just go for Feint attacks and kill it off. If I'm mistaken, this is the last game. We have the Bronzong in the lead. Again, very iffy matchup. It's all depending on when we are able to get the Mega Horn off and trying to get the alignment properly so that we do not waste all the energy on the wrong moves. And here, of course, we have to shield it. I like to play the one shield scenario against the Bronzong because it just seems like a better fit for it, and we do not want it to get stuck with our Shadow Slowbro, because it's just going to be bad news for us. Water Gun, even though it's a 1-10 move, it still does neutral and does not do that much damage against the Bronzong, even though in theory it should do more damage, but I still don't see the difference. And here we're going to throw for Mega Horn. Hopefully we can get to the next Body Slam. Can we get to it? Oh yeah, I swapped out, banking the energy. We have a Victini. Victini is going to immediately throw the V-Create against us, and then we can get to a Heavy Slam, which comes in clutch when you think about it, because then they will not be able to make it to a V-Create later on. And we can bring in our Slowbro after we wait out the switch timer so that we can potentially swap for a Sack Swap later on if it is needed. But they have a Shadow Gardevoir here and it is game over for them. Shields down, we can get to Ice Beam. So yeah, that's the end of the video from me. Hopefully you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.